KZN Future 50, powered by F&B Business and East Coast Radio, is up next. Stay tuned as we spotlight an unstoppable business shaping our future's province.
They say it's just business, but it's so much more for us as Mzansi businesses. It's about showing up every day on every street corner, B&B, barbershop, farm, franchise, and manufacturer. Because giving up is just not an option. It's about the comfort we, as over 1 million unstoppable businesses, feel from having F&B Business behind us. They help us stay unstoppable. Help changes everything. Global Finance 2024 Best SME Bank in South Africa. F&B, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized FSP and credit provider.
The KZN Future 50 with Pavlo Fatidis, inspiring KZN's business future.
Welcome back to Where Are They Now? Our check-in with businesses we've spotlighted on KZN Future 50. Now, first up today is a company making our roads and fleets safer. Pavlo, who are we talking about today?
We're going to be kicking off with FleetCam SA, led by Marcel Blockland. We spoke about them some months back, and what they do, to remind our listeners, is they specialize in in-vehicle camera and telematics using AI to monitor fleet safety, all backed by a 24/7 bureau center. And what that all means is this: in the cabin of every truck out there where FleetCam are involved, they have a camera that's able to watch the driver. It supports the idea of driver recuperation and rest. It helps understand whether the driver is fatigued or not, and it can notify the 24/7 command center that this particular driver needs some support, some assistance, or some improved training capabilities. It's an enormously valuable service across our roads.
It really is the future, and it sounds like some serious technology. Can I find out what has changed since their KZN Future 50 feature?
Well, listen, right after the feature, they signed on 2 new clients. Can you imagine that? Normally it takes 6 months to land a client in this industry. Straight after they were featured, based on listeners hearing and understanding better what they have to offer, they signed on these 2 new clients, and many existing customers turned around and sent messages back to them saying, "So good to hear about you. We're loving the service we get from you." It's all about momentum. If you persist, and you persist in getting yourself out there, if you persist on saying your doors are open for business, innovating to make sure you're constantly improving your value, build a momentum, and that momentum builds reputation, it builds credibility, it builds trust, and trust is the currency of trade.
Pavlo, I think it's fair to say then KZN Future 50 would have helped with that building of the trust for FleetCam SA.
Exactly. Credibility is currency, as I've said, and FleetCam really did, in a sense, cash in. Media exposure is really interesting because these features we're doing, they're being done really to support the KZN economy. What we are clear on is that a good performing economy builds prosperity for the entire province. And when a company gets mentioned as a committed party investing in the future of KZN, it goes beyond business. It lends itself to this credibility. And we know that until our rail gets going again, which is some ways away, these trucks on the road really need to drive with efficacy, with safety, with security. It impacts everything from logistics to insurance. It boosts the business efficiency of all their customers as well as them. But most importantly, it offers us, the primary users of the road, with a road safety culture.